guys. So great to see you all. I know I was in last week talking about Crackle, so I'm really excited to be in this week doing a deep dive into PlayStation and just the opportunities of how we can align your brand with PlayStation. So, what exactly, what are some of the metrics with PlayStation? On the PlayStation Network, we're actually the number one gaming brand in the world, and that's because we deliver the most loyal and engaged gaming and entertainment audience. And I actually have numbers to back that up. So, there's over 60 million registered PlayStation Network users, and on average, we see about 57 million monthly uniques. So, if you do the math, everyone is basically coming in every month, accessing their consoles. Currently, with PS3, there's been 29 million sold, and that number still continues to grow. Obviously, we're doing price reductions, we're doing special bundles just to keep the PS3 alive, and it's something that we'll continue to support for the next 5 or 6 years. So nothing that we're shying away from. And then the PS4 sales of this console are through the roof. So we have about 5.3 million. That far exceeds what upper management, what our CEO thought we would be selling at this point in time. So it's doing phenomenal. It's killing Xbox. PS4 is the console to buy if you're not buying the PS3. And on average, we're seeing about 18 hours of gaming per week for users and an additional 6 hours watching entertainment. That's 24 hours a week doing something entertainment focused on their console. So it's an insane amount of time being spent. So who exactly is this audience? It's a truly coveted audience. This is a consumer that your brand wants and that your brand is having difficulty reaching. They're very hard to reach. They're 3 times more likely to prefer watching TV online. And they're devoted entertainment seekers. I've just mentioned that they're spending 24 hours a week either gaming or streaming content, watching entertainment through their consoles. And it's also a low clutter environment. I mean, look at this. It's a full screen TV experience. Most of these gamers are playing on 60-inch TV screens. So that's a huge size for your ad, and low clutter. There's nothing else there. And 43% of users actually recall seeing an ad around game advertising. So it's huge. And they're very receptive. 57% actually respond to the advertising. So really great numbers for you. This is the place that you want to be. And the other thing with PlayStation is that it's actually very, very social. Everyone has this stigma that it's a 17-year-old boy with acne down in his basement. He doesn't know how to talk to people. He doesn't know how to talk to girls. He doesn't date. He doesn't do anything. It's totally wrong. The average age for the consumer playing PlayStation is actually 27. Most of them are married. They're thinking of having kids. So they're playing with other people. On average, 32% are playing with other family members. So, we're telling you that you're getting one stream, one impression, but actually it's 2 or 3 when you start to factor in that they're socially playing. And then 42% are actually playing with friends. And if you look at the PlayStation Network across other platforms that typically target this men 18 to 34 coveted age breakout, there's very low duplication. So the highest is actually with ESPN, which is only 18%. But if you start looking at these guys against one another, there's very high duplication. So for instance, MTV and Spike, there's 47% duplication. So why waste your money advertising on both of those when you can be reaching a brand new audience on PlayStation? The other thing to note is that I've already mentioned this is a very engaged audience, and I know that because on average they're spending over $1 billion a year in the PlayStation Store. That's insane. On average, that's $54 a month per person. So they have their wallets open when they're coming to PlayStation. They see your message, your ad, they like what they see. They're going to go ahead and buy. So what exactly are the opportunities to reach the 60 million registered users? First is the welcome homepage roadblock. I mean, this is huge. This is owning that welcome homepage on the PS3 and the PS4 as users are entering the PlayStation Store. I've just mentioned they're spending $1 billion a year within the store. They're coming to the store. So this is a highly coveted spot. And as you can see, it's a full screen experience, a little tongue-tied, and we'll work with you to create a custom design. So maybe it's more banner focused, or maybe it's multiple videos. We'll work with you to make sure that it aligns with your brand message and also with the assets that you have. So So let's look at a couple of different case studies. Here you can see Toyota for their upcoming Corolla launch. They wanted to highlight multiple videos. So here's a really great example where we had 3 different videos that you could click through and watch. And this one, performance on this was insane. We delivered over 19.2 million video views, which is phenomenal. You can also see some really great examples for Lone Survivor, Call of Duty, RoboCop. So a really great mix of entertainment and autos running. Another opportunity is the branded multi-screen channel. So this gives you the chance to create a custom destination that's accessible via the main screen of the PlayStation Store. Again, I'm giving you opportunities right now that are focused around the store because that's where so many consumers are going when they enter the PlayStation. So you can showcase your brand through streaming content, high-impact units, and of course editorial. And as you can see, you also have the opportunity to click out to a special product page where we could host additional content or assets that you might have. This PlayStation audience, they're known among their friends to be influencers. They're adults 18 to 34. They're very tech savvy and they're also very social. So if you look at how they index or how they compare, they're the first to try new technology products with an index of 191. This one's insane. They over-index at 352 that they've accessed a social network through a video game console in the past month. So they're gaming, they're very social. Again, this is the coveted consumer that you want. Another opportunity is the premium new games roadblock. So this is owning that first unit within the new games category, and it's maximum exposure. As you can see, it's a 790 by 790 in-banner video. And then for endemics, for gaming, we can actually do a background skin. So this is a fixed placement, so it's going to run Tuesday to Tuesday, but very high impact. And we know that obviously they're gamers, so they're coming to check out what's new in the gaming section. ROS category roadblocks, another really great opportunity for you, where you're the presenting sponsor of 2 key categories within the store. So again, it's maximum exposure of those categories, and as you can see, it's a large 520 by 790 in-banner video unit with a background skin. And again, these banners can actually click out to an optional product page if you have additional assets that you'd like us to house for you. So the welcome homepage, it's another really great opportunity as you're coming to the PlayStation Store, and it's the opportunity to own a 520 by 790. So as opposed to having the full page, this is another opportunity to be on that welcome homepage. Really great banner, as you can see. And again, it can click out into a separate product page. The ROS Game Store category banners. So as you can see, we would run banners in key game categories such as new games, new demos, coming soon, extras, PS4 preview. It's maximum exposure. You have that second ad unit right here, as you can see here, as you're entering those select categories. So of course, we'd want to align with your campaign to determine which categories make the most sense. And then the PS3 What's New homepage. So I've been talking a lot about opportunities within the store. So this is taking a step outside of the store environment. And this is the first screen that every user sees when they turn on their PS3. And something to note here too is that this is actually the only ad served placement on PlayStation. So this means we can target demo, gender, and we can also run an impression-based model. So focused on a CPM here. And this one also you can actually click out. So not only can you stream video or go to a product page within PlayStation Store, you can also click out to a URL of your choice. The PS4 What's New homepage, similar but a very different look. As you can see, it looks much more like a social feed, and that's really the goal of PS4. I've already shared with you all these stats about how social these gamers are. So with the PS4, that was the goal, to harness that and create ad opportunities surrounding the socialness of gaming. So very similar, where you can stream video within the placement, you can click out to a product page, or again, you can click out to a URL of choice. But the biggest difference is that everything is shareable. We know our users love to share, so now if they're watching a trailer for Lone Survivor and they think it's amazing because that was actually an awesome movie, they might share that out on Facebook or on Twitter so that their friends can check it out too, or maybe they're sharing out, hey, I want to go see this weekend. It's really great. I know all of you want to be more social and activate your fan bases. So this is a really great way. And with that, I think the best way to really learn all these opportunities is to play. So I'd like to work with you guys to set up some time next week to come back in with a console and actually, bring in lunch and let you guys just check it all out. What do you think?
Good.
Cool. Thanks, everybody.
Nice. Good job.
Thanks.
Very solid.